It is my pleasure to welcome Shaheen Aladdin Itcher. She is from Acropora Data and she is the sponsor of this event. So thank you for being the sponsor, and it's really nice to have you with us. She's the founder and CEO of Acropora Data. She's originally from France, so yeah, we have a couple of French-speaking people too. Not so many, but yes, we also speak French. We also speak English as French people. Well, she built most of her career in France. She has over 10 years of experience in leading large-scale data initiatives, SAP S4 transformation programs for major organizations. She is known for her pragmatic approach, combining business and technical vision, strong communication, and adaptability to deliver impactful data projects. Her expertise includes data governance, master data management, and also, above all, the testing strategies, both manual and automated. And we know how much important it is as a key driver for success. So outside of her work, she enjoys hiking, snorkeling, getting lost in books. Oh, we need to talk. And painting. So yeah, we are not going to overkill with books when we are doing the interview. We'll do that offline, Shaheen. Your title for the session today: you can't scale AI on unvalidated data. Shaheen, your turn to shine.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining this session. I am Shaheen Aladdin, founder and CEO of Acropora Data. So I'm very happy to be here on the Data Marathon stage today with you guys. Acropora Data is as well sponsoring the event. So I'm very proud of that. Today, Acropora Data, we help organizations build a trusted data foundation through governance, quality, validation, and automation as well, to be able to scale AI with confidence. So this is where we are. We are experts in data management projects, and we will be focusing today on a supply chain story because this is one of our expertise in this industry. We have worked for many clients in logistics and supply chain topics. So now we can give a feedback on those kind of projects, and as well, how do we scale AI? And we cannot scale AI on unvalidated data. So this is the topic today. Let's dig into it. So everyone wants AI, right? We are all aware of that. AI agent, LLM, Gen AI, everywhere. It's in every mouth, and we are talking about it, and we are also implementing real projects today on AI. We have AI project on production, but still we are struggling, and there are many challenges to face. So let's put ourselves in the shoes of an AI leader in the supply chain industry, okay? So what does he want? He wants to predict delays, okay? To anticipate delays, to improve the transportation efficiency, to be able to enable proactive inventory as well, to deliver automated customer services. So all of that, we want to have like the perfect agent that can do that. And somehow, how do we get here? Okay, so from where do we start to do something like that? So let's talk about one use case, which is like base use case that we have today in this industry. And even if you are not working in retail or in logistics, you have faced, I would say you have faced these topics, because as yourself as a customer, you want to buy something online, you open your app, you're choosing your product, you're buying it, and then next thing you know, the product is at your door, right? So this is our daily use in Amazon or any other online shops. But behind this magic, there is the supply chain that is operating, and a lot of people and a lot of application is involved in this process, right? So we have ERPs, we have WMS, which is warehouse management systems, we have TMS, transport management systems, and this is I will say the workflow that we have, the processes, and each and every steps there is an action. And somehow, if we want to build AI to predict, uh, as I said, to predict the inventory or to really more this process more efficient, we need to see what we have inside those applications and today what we are dealing with, right? So the enterprise reality is that we have a lot of source systems. Okay, we have legacy systems, we have ERP, CRM, we have master data management system, and all these systems, they are working together, right? And they are dealing with many, many informations, warehouses, trucks, routes, suppliers, customers, products. And all of those information are needed to build, to be able to go on with the process, right? So I will just give the example of one of my clients, which is Josie's I have worked on. So it's a large organization and the data landscapes consistently evolving, right? Because mergers, acquisition, new business unit, new information system that is merged as well. And we need to ensure the consistency of the data with it inside, right? So you will have, because you can find customer duplicated, missing suppliers, wrong information regarding the timelines, inactive warehouses, and also information on packaging and so on that are not really the same in between those applications. And we are dealing, this is the reality that we have in our information system, and we want to build AI upon that. So how do we get here? What is the challenge behind this? So I will take a deep dive inside the application. I know this is not the most exciting topics, but we need to highlight the silent problem. Inconsistency in the data. So we can take the example, the country code, which is something that is really common in each and every organization today. In ERP, we could have France written, then you have the country code in the CRM, which is FR, and then in the TMS, the transport management system, we can find FRA, right? So this is the same country, but we need to ensure that the AI agent is really knows that it is the same, right? We can also have missing mandatory fields, and it's happened every day in the data. Or wrong customer address, but a wrong customer address will which means that delivery will fail, right? So those information, those kind of error today are sitting inside our application. And this is what we have on daily basis, even duplication of supplier. As an expert, as a business user, he knows because he's a human and he's working on those topics for a long time. And he knows it's his daily activities. So he is managing the systems. And I will say that we are living with that today. And this is still a silent problem because we can manage and we can face it. But what happens when AI will took those information and will run to predict the delivery or the shipment or to do automatic things? It will fail. And this is because of the data. We need to have trusted data because if we don't, the system itself fails. And that's something that we want to highlight. And I think I'm not the only one who's talking about it. I think you've heard a lot. Data is the main challenge. And AI amplifies the data problem. It doesn't create them. Yes, because one mistake that can be like as I said, the silent problem. So you won't like so it you won't be like impacted with him if you don't put AI on this. But if you put AI, you will have one mistake becoming 1,000 one, because AI will accelerate. You will accelerate your processes, you will automate all the tasks that you want to multiply your productivity, yes, but it will also compound mistakes, issues, and inconsistency. And this is really important to be aware of that. So how do we solve the problem? Today, we all know, and I have heard a lot about it as well during Prague event that has been also organized by ThinkThinker. Governance is key. Of course, governance, structure, ownership, all of this is the starting point. The data management framework is the starting point to ensure data accuracy, to ensure consistency, security, compliance. So you will need ownership of your data. You will need to follow some policies, to build the rules, to really ensure the compliance and to make the governance possible for your data. So governance is oil, right? You have to have the right governance and to make the ownership work to be able to make decisions. And this is not new, because I have been working in data management for years now, and we were talking about governance ownership even 10 years ago when AI was not really at this fame, right? So today we know governance is essential, but it's not enough. It's not enough, and you all know that. And so what can we do about it? What can we do more? How can we ensure that our AI project will scale in security? So I will be focusing on the process that we have and also highlight the two missing puzzles, okay? We start with governance, great. But one of the missing layer is validation. Sure, validation and testing. Somehow, I don't know why, testing has been like the third wheel, right? We don't want, so we want as data management experts and working in implementations, in system implementation for years, we know that, that testing is key. But somehow, our client, they don't have the same opinion on testing because they want to put budget on tools, on developers, on um, any other things that is not testing, because yes, testing is not that sexy, and you will see, okay, somehow business people will do the test on, and I also heard that developers will do the test, but it's not working right in this way. If you want to scale AI, we need validation on the data, because AI need to work on validated data, data that will be reviewed, that will be tested to ensure the real use case scenario and to be sure that it will run on trusted data. So one of the second other missing piece of the puzzle is automation. Why automation? Because AI will multiply your task. You will accelerate, and it's more than what a human can do, right? Because this is why we are putting AI on our project, because we want to somehow have a successful result to ensure our productivity in the faster way. So automation is key as well, because you will need to review your use cases and to retest it again and again for each and every implementation of new agent that you will have. So you will have new things coming, okay? Because enterprise systems evolves every day. New business rules, new suppliers, new customers, new processes. So if AI model and agent are not continuously validated against those changes, they gradually drift away from reality. And this is where we have hallucination. And we have to avoid that, because putting in place this AI project is it's a huge process and program within your company. And you can do the mistake of missing validation, of missing automation, if you want to scale. And this is key. And this is something that I have been telling my client and my customer because, yeah, trusted data sources is where we are running our AI agent. So basically, we know we have the governance, then validation, testing, automation, and afterwards monitoring, and we are doing great with our AI. So it's easy to say, I know, and one of other things that I wanted to highlight during this presentation as well is the importance of human, of course, because we are working on those projects and our business are somehow kind of worried about their jobs. And we all know that because they don't want to be replaced by AI. But what we need to focus on is that AI will work with human, and human is first. Human is our priority. We need to make sure that they are onboarded correctly on those kind of projects because they are key as well. And they need to be fully aware of that because AI won't run properly without the human validation and human expertise of your business teams. And actually, it's this is also an outcome from the Gartner because somehow we know how to run model, to run the technology itself. We are on the stage that we already got maturity on those kind of topics, but we are still struggling within companies to really onboard people on the AI topics, on the AI project, and also to make them use it because and this is something that I just talked about with one of my former colleague, Antoine, which is at Geodis. So he's head of AI at Geodis, and he highlighted also this point to me when we were talking, is that we need to onboard our business to use the AI because today AI is in production, but somehow we are still struggling with our people to use it. So data quality phase, it's key because you review the data, you test it, so you trust your data then. When we are talking about data quality, we are talking about a good format, okay? Duplication rule tested, data corrected, mandatory field enforced, of course, flagging rules, and so on. And based on that, we can then start the AI phase to classify projects, to detect duplicates, to enrich records, because thanks to those rules and thanks to those validated data, we will be able to run AI properly and correctly. And somehow the takeaway that you should have is AI doesn't replace human. It's built. Human is the foundation, and they are working together. And this is I will say, the conclusion of this presentation, because I want you to have this in mind and to take that and tomorrow to be able to talk about it within your meetings and to your colleagues as well that you are working with, because this is key and this is important for the future of data management and AI projects. So yeah, basically this is where I am concluding. So who we are Acropora Data, specialist in data management, master data, data quality, and as you might have noticed, automation as well. So we are helping organizations to have AI readiness on their project. And our team is based in Mauritius, so we are French and English speaking people. And we also have competitive costs. So yeah, do not hesitate to talk to me. I think that I will also answer your question, of course. And if you want to chat with me or somehow use the data marathon those 2 days to get in touch, it will be a pleasure for me to discuss those kind of topics with you guys. So thank you for your time. Thank you for listening. And yeah, we can get in touch as well on LinkedIn. So have a nice data marathon all, and see you just in a few for the questions.
Great. Thank you very much, Shaheen. That was quite appealing, seeing all those elements being put in place to make sure that we are working with the best AI data. That's really cool. So Shaheen is going to join me, I'm sure. Nadia, you know, our wizard, she's behind the screen and she's pulling our speakers to speak with me. I have a few nice questions for her. I see already some coming, and I'm sure she's going to be able to answer. If you still have other questions to put, don't hesitate and put them into the right place. And Shaheen is coming. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, great. So I heard that Shaheen is a traveler. She's used to come from France. She's now in Mauritius, but she's speaking from
New York.
New York City. So you see, she's a big traveler. So thank you very much for the presentation. I shoot straight away with questions because there are a number. The first one I want really to be answered. What you explained here, because you took an example of supply chain, but we agree that this example basically could apply to any other type of data, right?
Yes, of course. We took the example of supply chain because, it's a real example that we have that we can deal with, and like we can saw the effective result of having like the wrong truck delivered in the wrong place.
It's easy.
So this is the kind of example we need to have as well, to like having people saying, okay, this is something huge and we should like know how to deal with those kind of topics. And basically it applies everywhere, and you can have those kind of issues even if it's not like a real truck with delivering in the wrong addresses. You can manage with your own business use cases regarding each and every industry.
Yeah. So it could be money on the wrong bank account in the wire, or it could be
Basically.
Okay. Wonderful.
People from customer services having the wrong information on their product. It's kind of, we can deal with as well, like having the wrong information within an e-commerce website.
Sure.
Because it's the same thing, websites are connected to master data and also to all those data platforms, because this is the fuel of any application that you can use.
Great. So I'm shooting other questions now, showing on stage a Virgil question. How do you explain that lack of investment in data management tools in general?
I will say that it's because of the invisible return on investment. Because like somehow, as I was explaining, those data quality issues, they are a silent problem. So it's not like you can directly see what is the impact and what is the consequences directly on your business. And this is where we are struggling today as a data practitioner, because still we need to show what is the right return on investment of what we are doing. And I won't say that there is a real lack of investment, but it's more how it is seen within the company. But now today that we have AI as well on stage and coming more and more on all of our projects, I think on my own perspective that this is bringing data management back on stage as well.
True, I agree with you. Yeah. I think that it becomes mandatory. Well, at least they will fail on some proof of concept, and then they will come back to us. Huh? So we are the mandatory guys. Uh,
Next.
yeah. So
Yeah.
next question from Ilse. It's more a comment, I think. I completely agree on silent problems, even without the AI context. Yeah, definitely. Data consumers have found workarounds. They know that vendor A and A Ltd is not the same, and they do not report data quality issues, and those structural issues are not addressed. Yeah, I think we are all on the same page, and we need to make that visible so people realize actually what is happening. Show some business cases. So the next one from Petra, I'm showing. So everyone knows data quality is the most important for deploying trusted AI agents, yet not enough attention is given to until bigger financial impact. How do you pitch for the cases where financial impact is unclear?
So actually, yeah, trusted agent is it is where we are here. So we are in a phase where we need to be able to sell within the company how we can trust agent, because we know that agent we can drive, and we talked about hallucination as well, because if you don't have the data quality within your agent, you won't have the I will say the result that you are expecting. But yeah, to pitch something around, so something which is not, there is no financial impact. Do you have like an example? But for me, where there is no financial impact, where it's not that clear, we should stick on what is data management, what data management and governance is bringing to enterprise. And even if it's unclear, we should be able to show, like, for example, we have the supplier, the customer information or material, or we were talking about trucks and so on. So those are directly, we should try like to reattach it to something with a business process which has any a financial impact, because
Yeah.
this is where we will be like listened.
Mm.
But yeah, I would be like I would have want to have the conversation maybe with you, Petra, on the topic, just to like
Dig a little
know
bit.
more details on those kind of use
Yeah.
case, and to
Yeah.
be like to have my answer more detail on your topics. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I think, yeah, data is an enabler. So we need to show what it enables,
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah.
Yeah? So that's what you are saying. Interesting. Okay, then we have a question from Daniel. Daniel, one question. If AI validates all data, this would also mean very high costs for tokens, the more data you want to validate. Have you had any experience with how much such an AI validation costs and how the cost could be reduced?
So I think that we cannot validate all the data with AI, because of course it will be expensive, and we have to be able that we are respecting the cost also of the project, and this is something that is clear. So I think that we should like keep AI validating, I will say, the more traditional rules that we have, the contextual validation, anomaly detection, unstructured data, also how we can handle exceptions. So all of like having the real rules, which are the main one, because we know that not like 100% of the rules that we are using today within our application is applying everywhere, or is the, I will say, the core of the system. So we should like have 20% of them which is doing 80% of the jobs. Okay, so this is the
Mm,
Pareto law. So maybe we should focus on the important I will say structured rules, and apply AI on those, and also to be able to do non-regression on those,
mm,
because this is where we will like gain a lot of productivity, and
mm,
this is where we will be more efficient with our AI project. And then we can see how to manage the other use cases. But on my own experience, and as well what I'm suggesting to my clients is really to focus themselves
on dedicated like 20 rules or then 50 and then others, and to just run on this to start and then to see how it goes.
Yeah, I think I heard very nice words in my ear, like productivity, efficiency. Yeah, yeah, very well. I see that you're talking real.
Yeah.
We have one last question. Natalia is showing what decisions should remain exclusively human controlled.
I think that all regulatory and compliance topic should remain human, because we are so somehow some kind of industry are dealing with real high regulatory uh, rules and compliance, and I'm thinking about bank. We have this also as well in other industry, even in supply chain. So for the structure, for the governance rules based, it should be human, because this is where we are bringing the real value of the human, because we are like the main keeper of what should be the governance, the rules, the ownership. And this is where we I will say, as the human, the magic happens, because we have our own critical way of thinking, which is the difference than AI, you see.
Mhm.
So this is where we are bringing values, and for me, it's more on the regulatory stuff that we should keep the human, I will say, assistance.
Mhm.
And then, yeah, this is how I think it should be.
Yeah, yeah. Well, some could argue, I'm being the
Devils.
devil. Some could argue that maybe AI is more right than the human.
Mm.
But it's a help. I think I'm gonna answer also at the same time.
Yeah, 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 of course.
AI can help, but the final word, I agree with you, should be human, because we have this feeling, this gut feeling, saying, yeah, there is something wrong in here. So the regulatory and
Yeah,
compliance are very important.
yeah, yeah, but AI is just, it's predicting, but we do the thinking as well at the end.
Yeah. Great, great. So thank you very much, Shaheen.
Thank
It was
you,
really
thank
great
you,
to.
Christelle, for the question, and thank you all for all the interesting questions that we had on
Yeah,
the chat. And I hope that you will be having a great data marathon.